We're going to continue the nostalgia hit from yesterday, everybody. I woke up and said, you know what? I'm going to do this instead of Elder Scrolls Online this morning. Although I need to figure out a couple of things here before we do the actual... excuse me. The actual charring quest this morning. Somebody said that you can click... Oh, here it is. How do I... You must select a foe before you can lock pet. Heal or guard. So I'm guessing you can never, like... I would have to set up a hotkey for that. Man, that's old school. Guys, I bet it's not going to let me map this to the controller. Because in a perfect world, I would map that to a button so that I send my pet in every time first. So that I'm not the one taking the brunt of the damage. Because as we get leveled up higher, if I'm pulling a group of mobs, I'm going to want to send the pet in first. I'm going to have to figure out how to get that mapped. I don't remember how to do hotkeys in this game at all. I'll have to look that up. Oh, and someone said yesterday that you can resize this window. You just have to grab it down here and, like, resize it. But it's not going to do it exactly the way I want it to. Okay. Well, that partially answered the question, but I don't know that they have necessarily factored in pet control to the controller. JK says, can you tell me everything about the patch? Is this a walking sim? What is this game? I know, right? Well, I guess for now I can leave it the way it is, but pretty sure I'm gonna bring the keyboard over here. Because I feel like that is obviously this is a work in progress that they just kicked off. And these are gonna be, like, growing pains. But I bet if you go down in here into the options, there was yeah, over here. So I know in here, pet open hero 1 pet commander. There may not even be a way. Alt-P probably does party. Right. Alt-O? Yeah, that would be pet. Alt-C? We could do Alt-C. Let me see if I can make that work. I don't even need to do that. Well, what I need to look up is how to make a macro, and if it's even possible to do what I have in mind. We'll look that up later, here in a bit. I don't want to spend the first 20 minutes of my stream trying to struggle bust my way through a tech issue. No, where was the king? Because I totally have a quest to, like, start the charring, but I have to go find the main guy. Here he is up here. It's Zelda. Yeah, sure, I'm playing Zelda. Yep. Jugando con Maddie. Maddie, usa sus ojos, por favor. We're not going to be pre-searing for a moment. In about 2 seconds, we're going to go full searing. Yeah, that's nuts, trying to grind to get to level 20 in pre-searing. I don't think I ever tried that. There was no point. I do need to sort out how to make a pet attack. Hotkey, and then I can map that to the controller somehow. Alright, so it put me with... I'm assuming those are other players, plus a fighter henchman. What's up, Dribrum? Wait, what are we doing here? Red versus blue. Hang on, I thought I clicked the... I'm confused. I don't know what it just did. Yeah, that didn't solve my problem, Yeti. What I want to do is try to figure out how to make the pet attack. So they don't seem to have a, oh, we're missing, like, one thing I tell you that's missing right now is there's no subtitle. There it is, okay. God, it fades fast. Those subtitles are going so fucking fast. Journey to the old bunker with the prince. Okay. Is he following me or am I following him? I think he's following me. There he goes. Now he's doing his own thing. Anyway, the one thing I can tell that I don't see that they have factored in for the controller support right now is a way to bind your pet attack anyway. So if you're a pet class, um, and being able to pull up the pet window is great, but I don't currently have a way to like map the pet attack so that I can send the pet in first. And that's something I want to sort out, but I think I'm going to have to do that manually. Yeah, I'm assuming the companion controls are not going to work very well with controller. So far the controller seems great for like just you yourself and that's it. But like granular control of companions and stuff. That's what I was saying earlier in yesterday's early thoughts video. Excuse me. This is a really big complex game and there are going to be some things that just don't map. Because it's a 20-year-old game and they have no way to realistically simplify that to the controller.
It was on that day that the Char discovered a way around the Great Wall, a way to bring him down.
That echo is from them, not from me. That's a weird audio issue that's going on here. There's like overlapping audio tracks. A little bit of jank.
This is where the true story begins.
A little bit of jank in my gameplay. Waking up with the jank. A little jank in your coffee makes you feel better in the morning for sure. Let's drink jank with our coffee. A little bit of jank to start our day. Loading, please wait. It used to put you in a PvP match to get you warmed up for the mission. I don't remember that at all. I don't remember. The best part of waking up is some jank in your coffee. Two years later. So now we have a fighter henchman in our group by default. I'm probably going to prefer a monk, to be honest with you. I'm going to have to find a replacement. Yep, I have played Guild Wars 2, yep. Welcome back. Looks like the patrol went well. You're still in one piece at any rate. Well, listen, Prince Rourke sent me to ask you for a favor. Our ambassadors arrived from our old enemy, Kryta. They can help us fight the Char, but the king won't even talk to him. The prince hasn't been able to make headway, but he knows the king trusts Titus, and Titus trusts you. Welcome to the wasteland, kids. There we go. Shatter Gargoyle, Gate Guard, Asklin Guard, Master Grast. Oh, the corpse of Stefan Fighter Henchman. He died. You served me well, Stefan. Oh, it's gonna load all this stuff? I should probably go get another. Well, it's loading pretty quick. I bought Guild Wars 2 on the day it launched. Played it. Ultimately, didn't care for the way that it did, like, forced side quests and never finished it. I have gone back to it twice over the years. Once, maybe 2 years after it launched, and then I went and did it. Man, it would probably be about 3 years ago, 2 or 3 years ago. I did like a let's check out this game in 2023 or 2024 or whatever. And it didn't have controller support, so I put it on Steam to get janky controller support. And I played it for 10 or 12 hours, but the problem I have with Guild Wars 2 is it forces you to do side quests. Like, you don't have a choice. Like, you'll be doing the main quest and you're progressing and you're getting all these cool cutscenes and everything's fun. And then all of a sudden you hit a brick wall of the game telling you you must be level X to enter the main quest, to the next main quest area. And so then what are you supposed to do to get levels? You open up the map and you look for the little squares that are like the POIs, and you're just supposed to go POI to POI to POI and do all of the little things that the POIs want you to do to earn leveling XP, which is stuff like jump puzzles, events, world bosses, kill 10 of these, kill 15 of these, do this. I found that to be the most banal, boring shit of all time. When you force me to do side quests to progress the game, I am immediately uninterested in your game. By the way, Final Fantasy XIV did that back in the day at launch, and when I first played Final Fantasy XIV, I dropped it like a hot potato because I was like, "Ooh, fuck you. You're making me stop the main quest to go do fetch quests? No, 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 no. Sorry, not going to happen." I went back and played Final Fantasy XIV on the PS4 when they launched the final expansion, and they had redone the whole Realm Reborn thing and everything else, and it was so much better because you could just do the main quest and that's it. And I was like, oh, now it plays like an actual, like single player adventure where I'm off on an adventure following a main quest, and I can do side quests if I want to, but not because I'm forced to. And so that was always my disconnect with Guild Wars 2, was that in order to get high enough in levels to complete the main quest, you have to go do all this side quest bullshit. And so it took the joy out of it for me. It is fundamentally a good game. It is fundamentally has great quests. I don't mind the graphics. I think all that's fun. But for me personally, I don't like games that force me to do side quests. If it's optional, yes. Manual, like mandatory, no. I'm moving on to other things for sure. That's just not true, Storytime Gaming. Not true at all. The thing with Guild Wars 2 is the leveling is so quick that it really doesn't matter. You hit level 80 in 5 days. That is not true. Fundamentally not true. If you have played Guild Wars 2 in the past and you know exactly what you're doing, and you just go forth and you have an expedited path, perhaps, but not if you're a new player who has never played the game before. No. You're required to do all of the things to level up your character. Yeah, that's... By the way, who would want to rush? Go, guys, go, 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 go. Get level 80 in 5 days. I just... Nope. That's right. It's only true if you're established, if you've got XP packs, all that stuff. Like, that's a very, very incorrect statement to make. Alright, we have Serpatron as skills. I gotta remember how all this stuff... Ah, here we go. Here's the henchman. I want to hire Alicia. I want to hire the archer henchman. Or the, Oh, I can have more than one henchman now. Or no, wait. How does this work? Because one of these is going to be my pet. I can have 4 in my party, though, now it says. Well, let's grab... It says 2 of 4. I wonder if this is going to take the place of one of my pets. I don't think so, though, because my pet doesn't show up when I'm in a town. Anyway, so that's forming a party. So now I have a fighter, a healer, and a mage with me, and I'm the archer. And here's where we get into, like, the merchants things, because I'm going to have to get up to speed with, like, how crafting works again. What's up, Glyph? Yeah, I'm vaguely remembering this. Somewhere around here, there's going to be, like, an armor NPC. There he is over there. And they're going to, like, right? Is it these guys who can craft things for you, and then you need specific... There's, like, armor sets or something, and then, like, you need the crafting supply. Yeah, and you need supplies. Yeah, yeah, and gold. 3 tanned hide squares. Okay, yeah. I am starting to remember this. Now, how do I get expanded inventory? Because right now I need to get bags. I don't remember how to get bags. By the way, how do I have to delete it there. I can't, like, drag it out. I'm gonna have to... It's been so long since I've played. I don't remember how to get the bags. Dye trader. What about the regular merchant? Do you sell bags? Oh, salvage kits. Oh, that's right. Yeah, belt pouch and bags. Here we go. Here we go. Jesus, 100 gold. Yeah, I also remember salvage kits being a big deal to, like, salvage the items to get crafting mats. Okay, well, for now, I just want... How many bags can I have? I can have a belt pouch and a bag. Well, let's just go across in order. Let's buy a belt pouch. And then let's buy a bag. And then I'm going to be broke. And then what? I drag them up. Yes. Now I can have more inventory space. Okay. I need more coffee before we go any further. All right. Kitty Cat wasn't sure if he wants to come in or not. No, yeah, I mean, thank you, Yeti, but also I have no idea how long I'm actually going to play this, so it would be a waste of gold to give me gold because this is, I'm here for the moment, but I also have so many other things to play. It is a brand new character from scratch, JK. Yeah. War Master Titus. Don't talk to me about the Crichton Ambassador. Deliver this to the ambassador outside of the city, western gate to Old Ascalon, and head west. But yeah, right now I'm just literally here kicking the wheels and checking out the Reforged update, getting the nostalgia out of my system. But I'm playing so many other games. Like giving me gold is an amazing gesture. It's very generous. Thank you very much. But also it would be a waste because in a week I'll be off to other things. Um, if that, I think you'll probably get past the weekend and see where we're at. But because I've also got several things happening on the 15th that I have to go do. You're heading in this direction. Hang on. That's odd. So the camera pan, yesterday I could pan way out, and now this is the most the controller will let me do it. I had to switch over to the mouse to pan more. So that is really weird. Maybe go in this direction. Nope. That is the farthest it's going to let me pan out with the controller. If I want to do more, I have to switch over to the mouse and use the scroll out wheel. Now it's working. What the hell? There was definitely some jank here and there. Here's the ambassador. A message with the royal seal. By the way, I'm not attempting to read this, guys. The subtitles. These things go so fast. Exactly. I have forgotten. I don't remember anything about these games. Plus, if I wanted to show this from this purpose of um, for the purpose of like showing new players, like it does no good to like play a 20-year-old character, even though I have multiple max characters. What build am I playing? Asks Chris. A ranger. Home with 2 sick kids, says Glyph. That's no fun. Hopefully they get better soon. Will you help the children of Ascalon for me and deliver the supplies? Okay, yeah, so I don't care for children. I get abilities from doing quests. Okay. I know, right, JK? Hey, Ren. Have you ever played a ranger before in other games? Yep. Shutting down for good, Thandar. Shutting down for good. Take his request to hunt down the bandit. Did they automatically give me the supplies to deliver? Hang on. Yes. Lucas is crying at the door. I don't know what he needs. Apparently Lucas is having, he wanted to be in the office. He was wandering around in the house meowing. Chris just got up to go to the bathroom and she was like, what is he crying about? I was like, I don't know. Apparently he wanted to come in the office. Today is his vet checkup. I don't think I'm actually going to take him in today. We talked to the vet yesterday on WhatsApp, did a video conference. He seems to be fully recovered. Today is his last day of antibiotics, and assuming the vet doesn't say otherwise, Chris is going to go to the vet today on her way. She's got to run errands this morning. And when she's running errands in town, she's going to drop by the vet and ask about his anti-inflammatories. but he seems to be fully recovered from the trauma of last week. Yeah, Thoughtful Yeti. There's definitely some quirkiness um, to the controller. Like I said, I think it's a great initial start to things, but there are obviously some more complex aspects of the game that they are going to have to spend a lot of time working on to get feeling right, and that's totally normal. It's a big project, and their team is dedicated to continuing to work on this. And they've also teased things like, oh, potentially DLC, and I'm like, that's a little extra. I don't know that I necessarily would be talking about DLCs yet, but I think that's a main quest. We're gonna hold off on that for the moment. The thing in the desert, Thandar. All right, now we can go back to Ambassador Zin. Oh, see, they do list the quests. Okay, perfect. So these are world quests versus primary quests. All right, sweet. All right, we need to return to Ambassador Zane for my reward. Okay. I don't think anybody really has to worry about like end game. Like there's hundreds of hours of entertainment to be had in this game without ever once thinking about the end game. I know, Ember, it's not ESO. I broke my rule. I'm supposed to be playing ESO first thing in the morning on Thursday. I will be playing ESO later. I might. We might skip ESO today. Don't worry, I have ESO episodes in the bank that are coming out on YouTube later. But yes, I woke up this morning and said, you know what? Guild Wars is hot right now. Let's get the nostalgia out of my system. I've been playing non-stop Elder Scrolls Online for like the past month. I can take a day off. Right, I should have put that in the description, JK. We're playing the new patch for ESO today. Enchantment spell +1 health regeneration. That's interesting. Okay. I know, I cheated on ESO today. Nobody tell her. Raceland's Ritual? Rastin. Sorry, my bad. Rastin. Both of those are old. No, that's way far away. Regent Valley. Holy crap. Well, that looks like an adventure. Let's go do it. Flesh gargler. Sounds like your mom. Oh, Jesus, did you guys just pull the whole fucking camp? Nothing like henchmen. Speaking of Vecna, man, season 5 of Stranger Things, it's pretty freaking awesome so far. I cannot wait for the next episodes on Christmas. What a finale on episode 4 in the Sorcerer. Oh, it was so good. What if these guys are going to attack on sight? Yep. If I can get there straight through here. Looks like there's a path I'm going to have to follow. Jesus, they definitely make you grind your way through here, don't they? Hannibal is a really good show. This is the season. Is it the season finale? Well, this is the season. Yes, this is the final season of Stranger Things. They aired the episodes in blocks. So the first four episodes came out last week. The next 3 episodes come out on Christmas Day, and then the final episode is airing on December 31st, New Year's Eve. And it is a feature-length episode. So all of the episodes so far, episodes 1 through 4, which are out already, are over an hour long. They're about an hour to an hour and 10 minutes in length. So they've been pretty chunky. I dropped my review the other day. Really good. Like the first 4 episodes of season 5 are really good. Next 3 episodes drop on Christmas Day. I think Stranger Things is the first show that Chris and I have watched together that we've followed from start to finish. Because it's been airing for years now. We've been watching Reacher since it started, but that's a recent show. I'm trying to think if there's any other shows she and I have watched that, because a lot of shows that we watch get canceled. So we get like 2 seasons in or something and the show gets canceled. So Stranger Things has been going on for quite some time now. Dude, I don't know if this is the right way. It looks like there might be a ramp up here. What's up, Transcend? What is up, Allie? I really hope that the new Stargate doesn't do the old 24 episodes. I really hope they keep it to a nice, concise, like, I hope they don't do short. I hope they don't do 6 episodes or 8 episodes. I hope they give it like a, give us a 12, 13 episode run. That would be ideal. But I don't want to watch a 22 episode, because when they do 22 episode runs, 24 episode runs, it's full of Monster of the Week, Planet of the Week episodes, and I just really want a tight, concise story. Yeah, those 24 episode runs don't work in the days of streaming. Also, it's just like I quit. The last show that I watched that did that was Arrow. I think I quit Arrow in season. I watched Arrow because I was watching Supernatural. I think I made it all the way to season 13 of Supernatural before I gave it up, and was like, I don't care anymore. Like, you guys are doing 24 episode runs. I'm busy. And at the same time, I was also watching Arrow. And Arrow was doing 22 episode runs. And they did the first season of The Flash. And that got a 22 or 24 episode run. And I just remember after I watched that first season of The Flash, I think it was around season 3 of Arrow, I just went, you know what? I'm done. I can't watch. Because I remember I was living in Cancun. I was dating Chris. And I was working, dating someone, going out, going to the gym, going to the beach, and all this other stuff. I was like, I don't have time to watch 24 episodes of all of these shows. Grimm was phenomenal, start to finish. Grimm was a phenomenal show because it was based around Monster of the Week episodes, but it also had a really cool through story. Grimm was awesome, and it got a proper season run. Chris has never seen Grimm, and I have debated in the back of my mind. We don't have the time, but I have debated a few times of sitting down and watching that show with her, because she would like that show. And it was a really good show from start to finish. But yeah, those 24 episode runs, who has time for that shit? Conversely, though, I think 6 episodes is too short. Like, when they did Dune Prophecy, and it only got 6 episodes, I was like, what the fuck are you doing, HBO? 6 episodes. We're getting 8 episodes for Dune Prophecy Season 2, which is a little more respectable, but come on. Give me at least 10 to 12. Arrow turned into Felicity and Friends. Did that bird just attack us? With tails. Oh, we got ads. Yay! The U key gives you a different map? Oh, that's like a... Huh. Okay. difference? Oh, it has like POIs on it or something? Mission map. Oh, I dinged. Give me a second here. Beast Mastery. Ooh, I don't have enough points. We're gonna hold off on that for now. He just knocked me down? You bitch. I'm gonna run up here because we got AoEs going on. Oh, get that one. Yeah, the problem is that I'm trying to only play with controller alley, and they don't have all that stuff properly. Like, yeah, if I want to switch over, like I'm literally putting down the controller and switching over, and yes, I can go click on all these things with the mouse, but they don't have all this stuff properly set up for the controller yet. So I'm trying to just only play with the controller, since that's really what this update is all about. So I'm ignoring stuff like that because that would require me to break the immersion. That was also something we were talking about earlier in the stream, is like they don't have it set up. Like, there's definitely some more work that needs to be done in terms of the controller addition to the game, because there are a lot of things like the controlling of your henchmen, the controlling of your pet. All of those things aren't really working on the controller. Like, it forces you into cursor mode, which is not ideal, because if I'm being forced to use a cursor, I might as well be using the mouse and the mouse and keyboard. So there's definitely some more, I would say some more polish that needs to be added to the controller port. I mean, it's very good as it is right now, but it's definitely, in terms of some of the more intricate aspects of the game, I just don't know how they'll be able to completely facilitate all of the, because we opened up at the very beginning of the stream. I was in here. Oops, gotta go to options. I went in here. By the way, I'm over on mouse and keyboard now doing this. And if you go into the controls, like, look at all of these controls. There is no fucking way that you're mapping all of these to the controller. It's just not gonna happen. I mean, at most you could do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. You could probably do about 20, maybe 25, depending on like double button presses and stuff. So let's say there's 20 to 25 abilities that you can map to the controller. You're not getting all of this. especially when it comes into when you have 8 party members total, you know. It's gonna be a nightmare. Not sure how that's gonna. I don't know what their long-term plans are for that kind of stuff. Can we go down here? I won't be playing it that long, so I'm gonna get the nostalgia out of my system this weekend, and that'll probably be all she wrote. And we'll see. But I will say basic functionality is good. We've got auto run, we've got good movement, we've got basic control over the battlefield. But yeah, it's if you want to be manually controlling every henchman, yeah, that's not working. Yeah, Lord of the Rings Online was one of the first games to do, not the first, but one of the first, because World of Warcraft did it just before them, and then they came back and did it as well. Seamless zones outside of